he did also. No problem. Yes, sir. Can you state your name?
Evan Glickman?
The hell are you, Evan?
Good, how are you, sir? Good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen of the Board of Education, students and residents of Old Bridge. My name is Evan Glickman, and I'm a student attending my senior year at Old Bridge High School. I'm a member of the Student Senate as well as the Vice President of the National Honor Society. It is my firm belief that all the problems facing not only our town, but also the state of New Jersey and the country overall, education is by far the most pressing, for it is within the confines of our halls of learning that the next generation is groomed and shaped for the task ahead, taking over the reins of our society from the generation previous. Virtually all the problems we face individually, as well as a town, can be positively influenced by a strong and well-rounded education. And as is true with so many aspects of life, the quality of this education is directly tied to the affairs of our pocketbooks. As a student, I see the effects of our educational budget every day. I see every textbook without a cover. I witness every sports team that has to use old jerseys and equipment from years long past because of a lack of funds. I see every pothole on our track, our home, at Lombardi Field. I see every student who isn't even given a textbook because they must use a classroom set instead and often cannot even take the book home to study because there aren't enough for everybody. These are pressing issues and among the most important we face as citizens of our town. Most fortunate for us, these most pressing of concerns are not ones beyond the pale of our influence. Indeed, we hold within our grasp the tools necessary to ensure that our school's budget is passed, that every child is given a modern textbook, and every athlete is given the proper equipment to compete with. The problem we face this year, and have faced many other years, is not a lack of good ideas. Our budget is full of them, like no raises in taxes, as has been pointed out. It is a lack of willpower to execute these good ideas. I can guarantee to everyone here that there are far more people residing in our town that have a strong desire to pass our school budget, people who want to see their children and grandchildren and siblings given only the best, than there are those who would oppose such measures. We, the supporters of the budget, resign ourselves to sleep the night before voting day every year, confident that our proposed budget is fiscally sound and content in our hearts knowing that if our plan passes, the students of Old Bridge's public schools will be receiving what they deserve, only the best. And yet year after year, voting day comes and we are left dazed when our budget is defeated, left to pick up the pieces afterwards. The figures are disheartening. Only 3,000 or 4,000 people turn out to vote each year in a town of well over 50,000 voting age residents. It seems like, and it feels like, the problem is solvable and our obstacles are not insurmountable if only we had the will, the grassroots energy necessary to turn out voters and deliver into the students of Old Bridge's hands the tools they need to succeed. We're doing just that at the high school. The Student Senate, the President's Council, and the National Honor Society are all working together to get voters registered, to make our voices heard, and to show the council members who voted down our field renovation how we feel about it. So I come here today talking to you as the pure sum of my parts, the dichotomy of an activist student and a concerned citizen. I come here today to urge everyone present to tell as many people as they can to come out on election day and vote for our school's budget. We can do better than 3,000 or 4,000 people. A good friend of mine, wise beyond his years, once told me that seeing right from wrong in a difficult situation is not always as hard as it might seem. Take yourself out of the picture and then give it another look. It's amazing how clear things can seem when you don't consider the effects that these events will have on you personally, but on the overall community instead. In the current situation we find ourselves in, I would have to say that his judgment is sound and his ideas vindicated by our current circumstances. Whatever the reasons for opposing the budget, I truly believe that when people take themselves out of the equation and think about what is best for the majority of the people of our town and not just for themselves, the choice cannot be more clear how they should act. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Evan. Excellent job. Hope to see your name on the ballot someday.